prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area, where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion. The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the chancellor, vice chancellor or acting vice chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as an acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly request you to join us in a silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. We may be seated. Our Chancellor of the University, Dr. Thabo Mbeki, Principal and Vice Chancellor, Professor Puleng Linkabula in her absence, members of the UNISA Council, led by Dr. Musia, executive management from the various colleges at UNISA, our honorable guests, executive deans and deputy executive deans, administrative support, academic staff, proud parents, friends, and most importantly, our guests for the day, the diplomats and graduates. Thobela, good morning, dumelang, goeiemorgen. Good morning. We can wake up and be alive. Good morning. Good morning. It is a profound honor to stand before you today, not just as an acting vice principal teaching, learning, community engagement, and student support, but as one of the primary witnesses to your journey of life, to your moment of conquering what you had set before your eyes. I must also express my profound honor to be associated with the occasion where you are celebrating your achievement in this great university. We always refer it as the University of the Land because it's a university that takes its name in the context of the land that it exists in. Indeed, we are also very, very proud as this university that in this autumn graduation, since starting on the 2nd of June, we will be graduating about 45,000 diplomats and graduates. It's a achievement, and it's also a testament that as a comprehensive open distance learning institution is achieving its mandate that has been set by our government. Indeed, class of 2025, we pay tribute to you because we are not just celebrating triumph of resilience over adversity. You were a class on its own. You faced various challenges. We will think that in your studies, some of you were confronted by COVID pandemic. And we pay tribute to you to say, at that moment, you didn't decide to abandon your studies. Thus, we respect and we honor your resilience and adaptability. As if COVID was not enough, you were also confronted, many of you were confronted with load shedding. Huh? You remember those moments. And you still survived, you know. We always say when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. So we put you in that class of the tough that had to go and get going. Of course, other classical challenges will have been at 10 to 12 when the assignment was due at 12 o'clock midnight. When that data expired. You know. However, we are grateful that you persisted in saying we want to achieve this. Thus, we pay tribute to you. We must also acknowledge that for us, as this big institution, as this university, some of my colleagues, I was in Limpopo 2 weeks back, and they said, hey, we are graduating from the University of UNISA. We are graduating from the University of UNISA. And I asked to say, oh, I thought University of UNISA, I thought UNISA stands for University of South Africa. They said, no, we are graduating from University of UNISA. And I concurred with them to say, we are the only university amongst the universities in South Africa. Can we give an applaud for that? On Friday, we were celebrating, it was our birthday, 153 years of existence of UNISA. You know? And when we celebrate, we need also to reflect that as UNISA, are we still relevant in terms of what we do? Which I believe we are still very, very relevant. We teach what matters, and what matters is what we teach. As you walk the stage this morning, feel very, very proud that we are getting the qualification from this university, not just as an ordinary university. This university has been the home of leaders. Our former president, Nelson Mandela, got a degree from this university. President Thabo Mbeki got a degree from this university. Our current sitting president got a degree from this university. Thus, you need also to say, I'm also getting a degree from this university. And hence, this is the institution of my life. And we are very, very proud that we are associated with UNISA. And we, to our graduates, we care and we love you. That is why the day that you decided to register at this university, we gave you my life email. Do you remember my life email? Remember, it will stay with you for the rest of your life. Nobody will ever use that email. So, welcome and congratulations. In conclusion, let me also say you did the right choice of deciding to come and study at this university. 2 weeks ago, as this University of UNISA, we received good news that out of the country, out of all the universities in this land, UNISA obtained position 1 in terms of producing the PhD, the doctoral candidates. Can we give an applause to that? Thus, there is no other university, both public and private, that produces more doctoral students than this university. And I think this morning you'll witness also our PhD graduates that are here. Congratulations. You know, I was telling some people last week that this university makes it possible, you know. You wake up as being called a Mr. or a Mrs. And I can tell you tomorrow it will be different. You'll wake up being called a doctor. Congratulations. This university nationally, we took position 2 in terms of producing research output, you know. So I want you to give a round of applause to our academics that are sitting in front of you. You didn't go through the hands of fake academics. These are the genuine, real academics. You know, they've given you the knowledge, they've given you the skills. And I also need to note, I want you to note that 30% of academics in this institution belongs to the top 2% in the world. 30% of our academics belong to the 2% in the whole world in terms of academic. Can we give them an applause, please? Thus, as you graduate today, note that you are graduating from this great university. We are happy and excited that we have given you all the skills, all the knowledge that will make you to survive in the global challenges that may confront you both in your professional, personal life. We are definitely sure about that. We have made you to be able to adapt to the changing academic and professional landscape. We are happy about that. We have also, as you graduate today, we are saying continue to pursue your career and personal goals, but do that with the ethical and all the manners that are required. Thus, if we find some of you at the Madanga Commission, we may revoke the status of this university and withdraw our degree. Please, we don't need to find you there. And we have set you for the international arena, global operations. We don't have any single doubt in our mind. As this university, we've got track in 133 countries. So if we find you in one of those countries, we know you will be carrying the mandate of this university, define tomorrow's university in the service of humanity. Congratulations, as class of 2025. We are going to offer you the qualifications that you deserve. I want us also to acknowledge the colleagues that are here today who have organized for us to have this ceremony. And I want to acknowledge amongst us that we've got Prof. Mashile from the registrar's office who will, when you climb this stage, please, you'll give your name card to the professor here. Can I request you, really, please, humbly request you to say, look at that camera. There is a camera there. You know? Because we want to capture this moment. We don't want to miss it for anything. It's a lifetime moment. And of course, after your name is read, you'll walk across the stage. The acting Vice Chancellor will confer the degree on you, and then you walk to my right-hand side, where the Office of the Registrar will congratulate you, but again, look at the camera, because we also want to take that moment. We humbly request you that when you come onto the stage, please don't leave your smile on the seat. We want to capture that smile. And let me remind you that this ceremony is being broadcast alive, on YouTube. So there may be millions of people watching you. And if they see you with this hard-drawn face, and they'll say, think you don't deserve this degree. We don't want that. Let me also acknowledge Prof. Marais from SBL, from College of Law, the Executive Dean, Professor Buderi Nemakonde, Professor Mabudusha, Dr. Andlasim, from College of Human Sciences, Professor Mapadimeng, and Professor Mativedi, and then from College of Economic Management Sciences, Mr. Sadiki, College of Science, Engineering and Technology, Professor Nketo, Dr. Patlane, College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Professor M.K. Maluleke, College of Education, Professor Mudau, Professor Poshoko, College of Accounting Sciences, Dr. Tlongwane, the Executive Dean, Professor Ramfolo. I also ladies and gentlemen, can we also give a round of applause to our supervisors who have carried the PhD through? Can we do that? Professor Mutladi, Professor Dr. Cheney, Professor Peter, Professor Skuman, Professor Heyer, Professor Viti Gumede, Professor Lumambo, Professor Mavuso, Professor Ngamu. We welcome you and we appreciate the journey that you have walked with our PhD graduates. You make us very, very proud. In conclusion, I want to also acknowledge the graduation office. They've made us to come in and sit in this stage in an orderly way. Members from the graduation staff, we do appreciate, we don't take it for granted, the work that we have done from the 2nd of June up to this far. Members of the institutional advancement, human resource, employee wellness, facility management, and multimedia center, as I said, they are recording these events and then this being broadcast live. We also do appreciate that we are putting this institution on the map. I want also to acknowledge our organist. When we came in, we had lovely music. Dr. Isabel van Rensberg, we do appreciate. Let me also, UNISA, this university carries public mandate, We exist for the public good. I want us to give an applaud to our sign language interpreter, Ms. Nombuso Ntleko. Can we? As an inclusive university, we don't want our sign language listeners to be left behind, and hence we always provide this service. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment that we have been waiting for the past 4 or 5 years, and it has arrived. Let us enjoy the moment. Let us do it in an orderly way, and congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please kindly join me to welcome Dr. Tlongwane, who is going to deliver the Chancellor's address. Can we welcome Dr. Tlongwane?
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Realocha, Abshe, La, Koyemore, Kozo. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Dr. Chibase, esteemed members of the University Management, the Executive Deans, Deputy Executive Deans, Executive Directors, colleagues on the stage, members of the graduation staff, graduates and their families, friends gathered here this morning, not forgetting our sign language interpreter here next to me. Good morning once more.
Hi.
First and foremost, I offer my heartfelt congratulations to all the candidates who will be receiving their degrees or diplomas this morning. This is a moment of immense significance and accomplishment for each of you. You will agree with me, as the acting Vice Chancellor here mentioned, that getting a UNISA qualification is an indication of your dedication, hard work, resilience, and perseverance. Ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply honored to address you on this moment occasion on behalf of His Excellency, Dr. Thabo Mbeki. Today's ceremony marks not only the culmination of your academic pursuit, but also came at a time when we just ending the celebration of the Youth Month. Let me also remind you that you will be receiving a qualification at a major university that had just celebrated the 150 years, and that your achievements serve as a testament of the resilience and progress of your society. While we celebrate the progress we have made as a nation, and I must say that you'll agree with me that since 1994, we have achieved as a nation. So while we are celebrating the achievements, we must also confront the socio-economic challenges that persist, not only in South Africa, but across the African continent. Allow me to single out just a few of these challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, how long must we continue to lose our mothers, sisters, daughters, who are continuing to perish in the hands of the heartless men? Recent stats indicate a decline in other forms of crime, but high increase in GBV and murder-related crimes. This morning, we woke up, ladies and gentlemen, with bad news on a fatal injury of one of our major generals. That happened last evening. In our country, 100 to 127 rapes, 15 murders are reported daily. Every 12 minutes, someone gets raped. As a son, a husband, a father, I'm always in fear when I think about these barbaric actions by these heartless men. Let us join hands to fight against GBV and other crimes. Let's pray that this comes to an end. But not only prayers will assist, we must also work hard. Let us use our skills. Let us use the education that we have acquired to resolve these issues. We are all aware that poverty is creeping our society, especially youth, women, and children. The question is, will South Africa achieve the objectives of the National Development Plan to eliminate poverty by 2030? According to the Stats SA, South Africa had significant proportion of its population living below the national poverty line of 1,250 per person per month. How many South Africans are earning less than 1,250 per month? Over 13.2 million South Africans are living in extreme poverty. This is contributed by, amongst others, high cost of living, inequality in income distribution, and high unemployment, youth being the highest. One of the researchers, Anita Klute, in her article entitled Youth Unemployment in South Africa, said, I quote, "The link between unemployment and poverty is described as a bidirectional causality. Since unemployment causes poverty and poverty contributes to unemployment, and it's persistent," close quote. She believes that creation of employment opportunities can assist in eliminating poverty, and I fully agree. Hopefully you also agree too. As of April 2025, South Africa had the highest unemployment rate among the 19 countries that are members of G20. The question is, how do we deal with this big elephant? We need to address this as soon as possible. The negative effects of unemployment are not acceptable. While we focus on the economic effect of unemployment, there are also psychological effects. The mental health and the general well-being are put at risk. It may also be the cause of other social ills such as crime, divorce, suicide, etc. Then, how do we address this? One of the measures used by countries such as Japan to reduce unemployment is improving education and skills training. It is difficult and almost impossible to secure employment with poor quality education. I also refer to one of our colleagues' address when he said that people with better education stand a good chance of securing employment. Of course, our basic education in South Africa needs to be revamped. The infrastructure must be improved. And as graduates, let's investigate what kind of natural resources we can use to create employment. The ocean, the land, etc. Let us use our education not only for seeking employment, but also to create one. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenges that we have in our country are complex and multifaceted. They require collective attention and concerted efforts to address them effectively. Talking about economic inequality, corruption, weak governance, limited access to health care, climate change, inadequate infrastructure, and conflict and political instability. These challenges are deeply interconnected and require comprehensive solutions that prioritize inclusive and sustainable development. Addressing these challenges demands a collaborative and multifaceted approach involving government, civil society, the private sector, and the community. As graduates, equipped with knowledge and skills, you have a pivotal role to play in driving positive change and contributing to the advancement of our societies. You are the light of the world. Be the light of your community. Let your education be the light to the nation. As I conclude, in Matthew 5, verse 13 to 15, I quote, "No one, after lighting a lamp, covers it with a jar or puts it under the bed, but puts it on the stand so that those who enter may see the light." Let your knowledge and education contribute to resolving the challenges we are facing as the nation and the continent at large. Enjoy the celebration and all the best. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we give a warm round of applause to Dr. Tlongwane? Thanks so much, Dr. Tlongwane, for reminding us, more especially those of us who are graduating today, to say we really, really have the responsibility. And as I indicated, that any higher education should be for the public good. We do appreciate. And as UNISA graduates, we cannot be separated from the context of the societies that we live and exist in. Thus, we need also to say what is our contribution to all the social ills that bedevils our society. We do appreciate, ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause to Dr. Tlongwane. We are all aware of the implications and devastating effects of poverty on humanity. And at this university, we exist to serve humanity. And as you graduate today, wherever you will be, personal, professional spaces, one of the questions should be, how am I serving humanity? How am I contributing to humanity? Most of you, as graduates, you have been exposed to the Agenda 2063, the Africa we want. Please go out, carry the status of this university in contributing to the Africa we want, to the global world where all of us are comfortable to live in. Yes, the scourge of gender-based violence dominates our social media platform and our mass media. We should not be the one contributing to such matters negatively. We implore you to say, as graduate of this university, you know the right things to do and the things that must be done in the right way. Congratulations once more. Indeed, the qualification should lift some of us from the poverty lines, should make us to be able to support our parents, our sponsors, and almost all of us who have made a contribution that this day could be realized. And as this great university, we can assure you that you will always have something that will assist you to contribute to the world and the society that we live in. While we wait for those who are coming in late to settle down, before we commence with our ceremony, just a plea from our side to say, before we start with the commencement of the degrees, ladies and gentlemen, will require you to please stay with us throughout the whole session. As the first graduate that walks on this stage, like the last graduate, they all deserve a round of applause. I'm not sure our graduates, whether you came late or were still doing the makeup and so on. But I can assure you those are not the values and the qualities that we give our graduates, you know. Our graduates submit assignments on time, and they meet the deadlines and the due dates. I'm a bit surprised that you just decided to come late this morning. And you can easily see that you disrupt our schedule and our processes. Please, we kindly request you to gently settle down. We want to start with the graduation. We are going to graduate about 354 in this session, and we to do it on time. Otherwise, we will delay the 2 o'clock session that will also be happening. Honorable ladies and gentlemen, once more, before we commence with our conferment of the diplomas and the degrees, We still request you to be with us throughout the whole session. We won't take a lot of time. We will be done soon. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose names appear in the program, and I request that the representatives of the college to present the candidates to me.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Meladi Lerato Motlotsi for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request Thank you. I request her supervisor, Professor Richard M. Motlwadi, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, in her thesis entitled Incorporation of Zwitterion-Modified Graphene Oxide onto PS membranes for Improved Selectivity and Fouling in Wastewater Treatment, she focused on the development and application of polymeric membranes for the treatment of complex wastewater systems, including abattoir wastewater, sewage and brackish water from her home village of Hamatlala. Her work reflects a deep commitment to addressing real-world challenges and improving access to safe and clean water in underserved communities. Her contributions to the body of knowledge and in membrane science are evidenced by 7 publications, 3 conference presentations, and 3 awards receiving in the course of her studies. She is co-supervised by Professor M.M. Motsa and Professor M.E. Manaka.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Meladi Lerato Motlotsi the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Meladi Lerato Motlotsi. Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Nwaneka Emilia Muim, a staff member in the School of Computing for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and I request his supervisor, Dr. J.S. Mtweni, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the co-supervisor, Professor B. Chimbo, is the one reading the citation. Dr. Mtsweni is out of the country. In her thesis entitled Developing a Contextual Framework for Establishing a Cybersecurity Culture in the Public E-Health Institutions, a case study of South Africa, Mrs. Mwim thoroughly investigates the escalating vulnerability of public healthcare facilities to expanding cyber threats. Using a mixed method case study approach across multiple hospitals, she empirically identifies how human error and behavioral factors compromise data security. To resolve these vulnerabilities, she developed a comprehensive contextual cybersecurity culture framework, abbreviated as CCSCF, tailored specifically for e-health environments. This study makes a valuable practical contribution by providing structured, step-by-step guidelines that successfully steer institutions towards cultivating robust cybersecurity postures. She has published extensively in Q1 and Q2 journals.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Nwaneka Emilia Mwim the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Nwaneka Emilia Mwim. Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Ntabiseng Jane Ramanamane for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Professor M. Peter, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled Development of Oil and Water Filtration Membrane Employed Quartz Particles, she developed and evaluated low-cost quartz-based membrane for oil-water separation. The study demonstrated that surface modification of quartz improves separation, performance, and enhances filtration efficiency. The research further applied advanced characterizations and optimizations techniques to validate membrane performance. The findings contribute to sustainable water waste treatment solution and provide a practical approach for improving water quality in industrial application. She produced more than 8 research outputs from this study.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Ntabiseng Jane Ramanamane the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Ntabiseng Jane Ramanamane. Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Stephen Kwame Senaya for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Professor M.A. Scorman, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
Professor J.A. van der Pol was the main supervisor. Unfortunately, he was deceased at the end of last year. In his thesis entitled Embedding Formal Methods in the Development of Enterprise Resource Planning, ERP systems, he developed and validated a practical and effective framework for resolving ERP challenges. The research identified inadequate specification during the early stages of system development as a primary cause of ERP system failures. The framework is based on the key components of ERP systems and 5 common failure points, namely complexity, traceability, hidden information, alignment to the software development lifecycle, and ambiguity. The proposed framework integrates formal methods as a systematic approach to defining the requirements for ERP systems, thereby facilitating and enhancing the development and deployment of correct ERP systems. Mrs. Senaya published several publications.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Stephen Kwame Senaya the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Stephen Kwame Senaya.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Udirachuku Stephen Mwimi for the degree of Doctor of Laws. I request his supervisor, Professor S. Heyer, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis, entitled The Impact of South African Copyright Law on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, with particular reference to the right of access to information in adapted format, he determines to what extent South African copyright law serves the rights of persons with disabilities. It measures the South African position against international human rights treaties, international copyright instruments, and the copyright laws of Australia and India. The thesis supports a copyright exception framework that addresses the legal and technological constraints that hinder access for disabled persons, while balancing their interests with copyright owners' rights. The co-supervisor is Professor C. J. Visser.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Udirachuku Stephen Mwimi the degree of Doctor of Laws.
I confirm the degree of Doctor of Laws on Udirachuku Stephen Mwimi. Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have an honor to introduce to you Brian Migogo for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Professor Vusi T. Gumede, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, in his thesis entitled Examining the Relationships Between the First and Second Economies in South Africa, he unpacks how the two economies could jointly contribute to poverty alleviation. The study, applying a mixed methods concurrent design, confirms that the relationship between the two economies is exploitative, and recommendations are made on how the relationship could be ameliorated. The study should be useful to policymakers and to the scientific community as it deals with critical issues that the post-apartheid dispensation has been grappling with.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have an honor to request you to confer on Brian Migogo the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Brian Migogo. Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have an honor to introduce to you Elizabeth Fatima Mukomazi for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Dr. R.J. Lumambo, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled Application of Poetic Devices in Artistic Work, a reflection on selected Siswati poems, she affirms the significance of Siswati poetry as a component of cultural and linguistic heritage. By addressing translation challenges and the lack of distinctive Siswati poetic language, the study reveals how earlier poets struggled to achieve authentic expression. Through a qualitative analysis of 9 poems, guided by Russian formalist theory, the research demonstrates how contemporary poets reclaim originality and employ poetic devices with considerable sophistication. The findings contribute to the revitalization of Siswati poetic language, ensuring that imagery, defamiliarization, and stylistic complexity are restored as central features of the genre. The study offers practical value to educators, practitioners, and poets, while strengthening cultural identity and preserving the artistic tradition for future generations.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Elizabeth Fatima Mkomazi the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confirm the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Elizabeth Fatima Mkomazi. Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Lemohang Lerato Mamba for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Prof. M.F. Mavuso, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled An Exploratory Study of Peer Pressure on Adolescent Learners in the Rustenburg District, Northwest Province, she investigated peer pressure amongst adolescent school learners using a qualitative approach and a case study design. Data were collected through individual focus group interviews, supplemented by a reflective journal. Thematic analysis revealed that peer pressure was influenced by multiple factors and had predominantly negative effects on adolescents. The findings showed that learners often succumbed to peer pressure in an effort to gain popularity and avoid rejection. The study recommends collaboration amongst various stakeholders and incorporation of practical strategies into education policy and practice for dealing with peer pressure.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Lemohang Lerato Mamba the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Thank you. I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Lemohang Mamba. Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Fanani Patience Nemalamangwa for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. In the absence of her supervisor, Professor B.S. Ngamu, it is my privilege to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In her thesis entitled The Effects of Supply Chain Management and Procurement Processes on Service Delivery, a case of Mopani District Hospitals in Limpopo Province, South Africa, Fanani Patience investigated the effects of supply chain management and procurement processes on service delivery within these hospitals using both qualitative and quantitative approaches. A total of 152 participants took part in the study. Findings indicated that effective integration of supply chain performance, risk management, and flexibility enhances service delivery, while delivery delays, staff shortages, talent gaps, price fluctuations, and utility disruptions hinder performance, while digital procurement improve efficiency and mitigate risks. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Fanani Patience Nemalamangwa the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Fanani Patience Nemalamangwa. Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Education. Cecilia Motapo. Patrick Ngoma.
Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Commerce. Karishma Ramsarup. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidate is a staff member in our deanery, Shika McKay Tembo.
Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Paulina Motlalepule Ntite received the degree of Master of Administration.
Congratulations.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, Kwezegile Slindile Ntanzi received the degree of Master of Arts.
Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Cindy Nomkosi Mtshali receives the degree of Master of Laws.
Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Science. Indiphile Nompecheni, degree obtained with distinction. Blessings Sithole, degree obtained with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours. Zakir Abdullah, degree obtained with distinction. Benny Antonio Bulako. Eviata Moshe Gasson. Constance Mokoyeji Ledwaba. Naushat Mohammed Ali, degree obtained with distinction. Mahlodi Makobe. Mzwandile Niko Kebrau Malongete. Omfa Gift Machusa. Oscar Mtulisi Mdladla. Katuchelo Mpapuli. Kayakazi Zabatembu Mtembu. Ayanda Mtimunye. Lufuno Mulawuti. Zibusiso Ntini. Ratna Vaishnav Pendi, degree obtained with distinction. Patuchedzo Otilia Ramakanya. Lebogang Josephina Swaratle. Tariro Elizabeth Towindo, degree obtained with distinction. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Nokupiwa Proud Mbambo. Makomane Solomon Ratingwana. Walter Louis Pereira Texeira. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Technology Honours. Papeti Gibson Bapela. Sindisiwe Chiliza, degree obtained with distinction. Mamotoane Cecilia Heta. Nosipo Charity Kulu, degree obtained with distinction. Tabo Stephen Kumalo. Boitepo Lebelo. Tabiso Technology Mabusela. Zweli Banzi Roger Malabela. Charles Matebula. Maureen Kiabetswe Mowatlodi, degree obtained with distinction. Tsepiso Angelina Moiloa. Farelo Victor Mutsanani, degree obtained with distinction. Wanga Nechapapame. Mwenze Eunice Ngoi. Tusano Kumeleni, degree obtained with distinction. Amanda Grezelia Yoliswa Gosi. Teledi Simangele Poshoko. Chifiwa Fodrick Ravele. Thank you. Thank you. Moribula Trevor Tokolo. Libuani Chisikule, degree obtained with distinction.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours. Brian Musa Mabunda. Tembi Precious Pakati. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Sipiwe Tareva received the degree of Bachelor of Consumer Sciences.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours. Vivian Shavalala, BA Honours. Smangele Precious Kumete, BA Honours.
Sengu Donatianus Maimane, BA Honors. Mohadi Makwela, BA Honors. Zindle Malaza. Naledi Kiamrezi Mametse. Naledi? Don't forget it. Javisile Charity Magnoni. Kategani Mavunda. Kifile Given Muloisi. Kidivone Confidence Mudroung, degree obtained with a distinction. Lehlogonolo Mutsui. Stogozile Samgelisiwe Novela. Chilizi Remet Ndaza. Petunia Mavila Mekambele. Niduvo Constance Nematri. Chofazo Rulani Ngunzana. Hello. Favor Nawoku. Mandifasa Trish Taravinga. Mpo Mabel Lemana.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Tiyesha Kiara Pranesh Angunu. Yuria Baloi. Adelaide Tinyiko Bilankulu. Mpare Goodness Chauke.
Tlotlo tšhweni ya gae. Danielle Celeste de Kock obtained the degree with distinction. Thobekani Kwanda Mangwane Khanyile. Benjamin Kulube obtained the degree with distinction. Happy Ulikane Mahalwa. Tanya Malin. Daniel Maidi Masekenya. Tsibo Masela. Mulogadi Leseja Masoga obtained the degree with distinction. Buntle Palisa Matabore. Lerato Valencia Matlala. Busisiwe Mavimbela. Mpumelelo Tobile Mazibuko. Siamo Shabak Mulala. Maria Grace Katlego Mushogo. Khothatso Samson Moyo. Delisile Millicent Mpila. Nontlantla Cynthia Mtimunye. Luyanda Mthunywa. Neo Mwami Mwambi obtained the degree with distinction. Elvis Ndalambi. Charles Ndlovu. Azufari Elonia Nematara. Sakile Yolanda Ngulube. Camila Success Lolo Pakula. Simpiwe Unique Piri. Tuto Lucia Fairhope Robinson. Linda Rosemary Sambu. Kamorelo Kaburong Sidibe. Tabisa Sibara. Mlungisi Makawe Sibiya. Appearance Ponagato T4. Handsome Wabatagori. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor. Koketso Vinolia Tabani. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Administration Honors. Caroline Makinita. Makauta Portia Manoto. Seamo Musa Marotodi. Pumzile Sikakane. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Rinesh Kumar Baghpat. Virginia Tlatswayo. Gloria Nogutula Khoza. Sithembile Mabaso. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, this is my great-grandfather's great-grandson. My brother, Ikat Makoko Masemula. Reshoketui Matloga. Mutsitani Helen Munama. Kariso Tebogo Munna Khotla. Tayelo Wilbert Muremi. Owen Simpiwe Ntlantla Ngumalo.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Education Honours. Dixon Agosto. Andre Badenhost. Lindiwe Baloi. Ashley Prem Corretius. Mpipe Patricia Dulamo. Andrea Lauren Fernandez. Victoria Catherine Griffiths. Takalani Queen Lipoto. Keifas Kolani Mabasa. Tinzwalo Moli Mabunda. Lebohang Ngwana Lekwa Madihlaba. Potso Luyanda Maheso. Mashileleta Mahlaku. Catherine Tsepiso Mahlangu. Lucy Matikwane Mahlangu. Degree obtained with distinction. Margaret Ramorwasi Mahlanya. Reconcile Makopa.
Nomsa Beauty Makanya. Mudipadi Tsepisa Makua. Seranchi Julia Malachi. Takane Maureen Maluleke. Morongwe Marabe. Puti Lucia Masebe. Felicia Tembiso Masilela. Mwiponi Francina Machila. Lutendo Mbezi. Nokwanda Asanda Mgabi. Nontobego Priscilla Mkonza. Komotso Penelope Mudiba. Musuwini Mohoru. Musima Patricia Mokhesi. Buitumelo Caroline Mulelekeng. Ernest Manuku Monama. Pumalo Sylvia Mutlaulwa. Babalo Malifu Mputi. Alida Irene Simango. Anita Nomfundo Mtembu. Nonkosi Mkaba. Ramatsobani Sylvia Napo. Poteho Michelle Ncha. Veronica Busisiwe Ndubazi. Dingisiwe Ngidi. Stephanie Nivenes. Gugu Natasha Ntuli. Lino Louis Skippers. Matabo Olivia Sianero. Matlodi Sani Sebetwa.
Mahlatsi Gracie Sibola receives the degree with distinction. Itumeleng Lydia Sehwatibe. Ngobile Petunia Shabangu receives the degree with distinction. Lorna Stevens. Roslyn Mpot Daudi. Puleng Aida Taki. Sanele Nomkosi Chetwayo. Nontogozo Mpendulo Nonjabulo Twala. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Education. Meverin Amos. Nonjabula Butelezi. Kensane Wanatai Chauke. Languta Tachwayo. Halima Zinzizwa Makaka. Success Mampuru. Sipiwe Mbali Masilela. Busisiwe Mhlanga. Nontoweko Nokukhanya Mkhwanazi. Tebuho Juliet Mulefe. Zanele Octavia Pomodi. Noguchula Pumla Khadebe. Amukalani Prudence Ricotso receives the degree with distinction. Tebuho Petunia Situke. Jeanette Ngobile Simelani. Dudu Shabalala. Matthews Itumeleng Chweu. Sarah Muzwen Fermak. Kuliswa Nozikli Zwani. Ndombobzi Gama.
Nomsimelelo Faith Nkuna.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Celugu Tula Hana Tumelo Mangongo obtains the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honors. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Administration. Lenfest Manzera. Tamzin Michelle. Mr. Acting okay. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, that was the first wife. I apologize. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Petra Elizabeth Mitchell receives the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. That's that one's wife. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Letitia Supersad. Samuel Jerry Chimombe. Makoni Beauty Madonsela. Nompendulo Mahlangu. Chehofacho Evelyn Masipa. Cynthia Tembi Matenjwa. Chifiwa Machabange. Rifilwe Mitleni. Susan Matlaleng Mudiba. Rose Manare Muela. Salume Kidiboni Muyambo. Mashudu Nesh Muhanelwa. Tapang Urateng Nchala. Tembani Kenneth Byron Tupana.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Accounting Sciences. Mukunwati Fedzi. Kyle Brian Frank. Dylan Lee Goosen. Mana Chloe Klese. Dehan Creel. Portia Matsangasi. Canguelo Rebone Musiele. Marsha Lee Naidu. Rachel Mulanzieri Safari. Naledi Sefatse.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Laws. Megan Ann Christmas. Noxolo Mondekazi Mapundu. Ntombi futhi Nxikwashi Mkhavele. Mkondeleli Bridget Munyai. Nonhlanhla Oliphant. Stanley Mamkutu Tobejani. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Rulani Sitole receives the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Law.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Science, Engineering and Technology. Midrand Mupondi. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the degrees obtained with distinction. Tumelo Moyagabo Sokoila. Ninka Stolz. Sean William O'Reilly.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Mandisa Angelina Massimula received the degree of Bachelor of Consumer Sciences. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Mfanelo na Timabasa received the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Bongani Elias Mkhwanazi receives degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Dipuo Winnie Mashiro receives the degree of Bachelor of Information Science. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received degree of Bachelor of Arts. Lerato Boitumelo Masokwane. Mielani Hazel Mweze. Sinoyolo Rala. Joseph Chaji. Mbalendle Perseverance Nyirenda. Mohamed Awis Roka.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Accounting Sciences. Mabele Beke Baula. Tebatso Morgan Madigo. Tabana Matladi. Sakile Bakokele Mbata. Ndaludileni Bridget Mbedzi. Siabonga Mnisi. Sitebekosi Mtembu. Sandile Vincent Nobela. Adelaide Nontokozo Shongwe.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Amukelani Memiki Baloyi. Mona Lisa Barbara Bam. Poppy Kathleen Korombi. Raisa Kota. Lesejo Angela Lekwape. Lizzie Litlalo. Oma Ramatawata Mahato. Tato Malahlela. Lazarus Busiso Masilela. Ribotile Musibachi Matume, diploma obtained with distinction. Kamugelo Mohlabeng. Katlego Ntasi Megi Molaponi. Junika Mte Twa. Gracious Simangele Muchangwa. Veronica Mushwana. Lebohang Irene Mvela. Nontandazo Patricia Ngobese. Nompumelelo Valencia Nkosi, diploma obtained with distinction. Dakaro Ramalida. Joseph Zolibanzi Chabalal. Yemkela Tuswa.
Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive a postgraduate diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Mafia Patricia Muila, diploma obtained with distinction. Emmanuel Moraga Mudau. Simangele Elizabeth Mtetwa.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the postgraduate diploma in the College of Education. Itabiling Maisela. Nokulunga nokukhanya Brightness Mdladla. Lindokuhle Miaka.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive diploma in College of Human Sciences. Mpimanyeto Maluleke. Motlalipule Catherine Okeo. Is it Okeo? Okeo.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the diploma in the College of Science, Engineering and Technology. Lerato Lehong.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Law. Kwena Simon Maifo. Bright Makubele, diploma obtained with distinction. Amukelani Ashley Nengunda.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Kutso Amandla Tricia Chauke. Pauline Mamposi Libyan. Teteli Diketo Mashweneng diploma obtained with distinction. Ivan Zwelithini Mkachwa. Lebohang Urenile Mose Nohi. Amado Nkuna. Tato Taonyane.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we give our graduates and diplomats a round of applause? To our guests of honor, diplomats and graduates, class of 2025, we say to you, the caps are off. The qualifications are now secure. And what is left is that you need to take future by your hands. Congratulations. As this university, we congratulate you and say to you the work and the relationship that we have started with this university, for us, is a continuous journey towards and for lifelong learning. We congratulate you and say to you, your resilience, the spirit of unbroken perseverance had made you survive in this journey. And we are very, very happy as this university that we gave you all the skills that will make you to be resilient in whatever context that you find yourself in Congratulations. We have set you on a path as we go and look forward to Agenda 2063, the Africa we want, where we say that wherever you are, with this qualification, you are going to make a valuable contribution towards growth and sustainable development in a peaceful and secured Africa. We also set you on a trajectory towards the building a strong Africa, united, resilient, and a global partner in geopolitics. Congratulations. We are cognizant of the world that you are going to get into, the context that you are going to get into. And as this institution, we are also focusing on the future. We are grateful to the visionary leadership of this institution that out of the 453 qualifications that we have on our PQM, we have the vision of our Principal and Vice Chancellor, Professor Puleng Lingamula. She introduced the 10 catalytic niche area, where we are very, very soon, we are working very hard that we are going to introduce more qualification, maritime, marine studies, aviation, automation, and energy. So we are saying to you, UNISA is open for business. And already you have got our lifetime email, by the way. I need to remind you, So please come and join us in this journey. And we are not just talking it for the sake of talking. That's why this university, in 2025, we acquired an 800 hectares farm because we believe we are the university of the land and we need to offer the relevant qualification. Can you give an applause to us? If that is not enough, this institution, through its council and management, this year we have acquired an airport, a landing strip, because we feel as this institution we need to get into the arena of aviation. Thus, very soon you will see students graduating with aviation qualification from this great institution. Thus, we are saying to you, as you graduated today, please, this is not the end of the journey. Please come out and join us in building strong university, strong epistemic community, which this great university has produced. We are grateful that in your lifetime decision, you made that decision to say you want to be associated with this great university. Our principal and vice chancellor reminded us when she officiated at the first graduation ceremony, and I quote the message that she gave to the graduates. As you leave this hall today, you carry a profound responsibility. Our nation and our continent face persistent challenges. Poverty, underdevelopment, inequality, unemployment, crime, racism, sexism, and the scourge of gender-based violence and femicide. These are not abstract problems to be solved by others. These are the challenges to which you must contribute workable and sustainable solutions based on your knowledge and ethical grounding as a proud unison. Can we applaud that message? Which we hope you will carry throughout your life. Because what we are celebrating today is one of the milestones in your life, which I don't think anyone should forget this. To all our students, can you just turn to your neighbor and say, I'm a graduate? It looks as if your neighbor didn't hear you well. Can you say to your neighbor, I am a UNISA graduate? As we conclude this session, to all our graduates, by the way, let me start with our diplomats. Diplomats, can you all stand up? Can you stand up? Can you stand up? Those that received diplomas. Thank you very much. When you leave here, you are going to get an email from me. By the way, you got my life email, Akir, to say to you, UNISA is open, and tomorrow we must see your registration forms. Yes, Akir, you have tasted walking on the stage, with a million people watching you. Now we don't want you to walk on the stage for a diploma. We want you to walk on the stage for a degree. Please welcome back. To my graduates, some of you are feeling that, hey, Okari, we have come to the end of the road. Nelson Mandela says, in his book, Long Walk to Freedom, says, he thought at times he has come to the end of the hill, only to realize that there are more hills to climb. Please come, UNISA is open for honors, masters, including, imagine waking up being called a doctor, when you have slept being called a Mr. or a Mrs. To our parents, sponsors, family, friends, my graduates, can you give those people a round of applause? I am going to emphasize this, that please, we are grateful for your support. We know, at times we were demanded to give money for airtime, and sometimes we were demanded to make coffee during awkward hours. And I can assure you that our graduates will not have walked the stage today if it was not for your support. Can we give our parents a round of applause? Graduates, that's not how UNISA graduates do it. Please, can we give our round? And I want you to say this. I know at times you have not said it, but say it today. Say to all the parents, friends, and family members, we love you. And I'm humbly appealing that please don't ever, now that you have graduated, don't ever leave them behind. Please, if you do that, I can assure you that the universe will not be kind to you. Please carry them along as you walk in your life journey. In conclusion, to my graduates, now that you have graduated from this great university, I'm inviting you to come and join UNISA Alumni and Convocation. This is a body that has got all the graduates, anyone who has graduated at UNISA. So you can think, President Mandela was a member, President Mbeki, Justice Moseneke, anyone, all the people that graduated from this university. We are inviting you to come and join us so that we can build this university for the next 153 years. But we are also saying, come and join us. We are also grateful to the management of this university and the council. Some of you today will not have walked this stage if it was not for the generous agreement that the council agreed that in 2025, they need to put money down, 408 million, to cover for your studies. You know that some of you, your debt written off so that you can graduate today. However, we still have got students that are not able to graduate today. They've completed their qualification. That 408 million could not cover all of them. So we invite you, please come and join UNISA Alumni and Convocation. Even a simple donation of 10 rands, 50 rands, or 100 rands. But if you have 1 million, we can also welcome that. So that we can also empower those students that are sitting, but they could not graduate because their fees has not been paid. Once more, can we all give a round of applause to all of us that are in this ceremony? Thank you, thank you, thank you. May I kindly request all of us to stand and open on the last page of our program for the singing of the national anthem. And I'm humbly requesting that at the end of the national anthem, let's remain standing until I've dissolved the congregation and we allow the academic procession to leave the hall, and then the rest of us can leave. The singing of the national anthem, and please, after the national anthem, you wait for me to dissolve the congregation, and we wish you travel mercies, those that are traveling, and those that are still a bit hurtful, that Bafana lost. We also say as an institution, we congratulate them because they tried, they may have failed, but they didn't fail to try. Singing of the national anthem. By virtue of the powers vested in me as an acting Vice-Chancellor, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.